Today I'm going to be doing a grand campaign as the Ottoman Sultanate in Europa Universalis 5. Our goals for this grand campaign are to become the greatest empire the world has ever seen, and to conquer the entire regions of the Balkans, Anatolia, the Crescent, Egypt, and the area of the Armenian Highlands. This is where we left off last time. Our conquest of Anatolia is finished. We've started pushing into the Crescent, and we're gonna start hitting the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt hard in order to take over the rest of the Crescent and Egypt from them before doing a big final war versus Austria to take the area of Carniola from. However, Austria is a part of the Catholic League, so we might be the country that triggers the 30 Years' War. I guess we'll have to see. Ladies and gentlemen, this is episode 4 of this Ottomans Grand Campaign. Check out episodes 1, 2, and 3 if you haven't already. Links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. But now, let's jump in as the Sultanate of the Ottomans. Alright, here we are back as the Ottomans, ladies and gentlemen, in our final episode of this grand campaign. Thank you for watching so far, but this is where we left off last time, man. Obviously, the only thing that's left to conquer at this point is the rest of the Crescent right here, and then Egypt, so we're going to be going in full force on the Mamluks. We still have 3 subjects over here, Crete, Erzurum, and Ragusa, that we are integrating 2 of them. Ragusa we will do when we get relations up with them, and obviously, we also need to finish, the conquest of the Balkans right here, which we stopped doing last time because the Holy Leagues have formed. So to fight Austria, I need to fight literally all of these guys right here. If it dissolves, I'll fight them. Even if it doesn't, I'll still end up fighting them. So that's that. But we're looking mighty fine, man. Number 3 on the great powers list in the world. We're about to become an empire as well. Economy is looking mighty fine, if I do say so myself. Got a pretty good, standing army going. No need to even raise levies anymore, depending on who we're fighting. And yeah, pretty good navy too. So everything is looking pretty good. The Age of Reformation is about to end. We are about to enter the Age of Absolutism. So we'll see how that goes for us. But for now, let's deal with some of these rebel uprisings that we have, and then immediately get into it with the Mamluks. So I got a rebellion of, who is this? The Sheikdom of Wasit. These guys rebelled? Really? Well, no, they're not actually there. It's just 7 guys. But these guys down here have decided to support them. We don't need any land from them, so, I mean, yeah, okay, let's just deal with it. Also, I unlocked a government reform, but I can't... I can't actually add anything. I do have a couple of mods enabled right now. I got Glorp UI, the Better Road Builder, Nobles Auto Marry, and Child Auto Educate, or whatever they're called. So I wonder if that's messing with anything, but it really shouldn't. I don't know why I can't add a gov reform. Another one. I can enter the estates. Yeah. Interesting. There we go. Crete down here has just been annexed. We got a bunch of cores from it. Very nice. So only Erzurum and Ragusa left. Ragusa, we're at 145 with them right now. So pretty soon we'll be able to start annexing them. I wonder what happens with the Dubrovnik market. What? Now these guys have joined too? Damn, lots of supporters in this rebellion. Okay. Do we need something from these guys? No, we don't. We don't need anything from anyone that we're fighting. Oh, well, this would have been a great opportunity, but yeah. Alright, dealt with some rebellions and turned off the mods. I guess it's not good to, enable mods in the middle of a playthrough. That did bork my great power score for a little bit. I went to like number 13 because all of this was like 0, and Kingdom rank gave me 50, but yeah, I guess some of the mods were causing conflicts. Either way, now we can get another government reform right here, which, let's see what it's gonna be, man. We should have some pretty good ones at this point. This one's pretty nice. This one's pretty nice as well. Let's see over here. What else do we have? Some of the newer ones, I guess. This one is actually really good. The mining communities. We are, I think, producing a lot of these. Let's take a look at the raw materials. So, iron, for example. I wish it hovered over everyone. Yeah, we do got iron. Let's see, copper. We do got quite a lot of copper as well, at least as far as I can see right here. Stone is nice. I mean, it's simple, isn't it? It's just royal decree, even though we unlocked this so much earlier, but because we have like 80 different government reforms, all of which are unique up until now. Yeah, this is, along with autocracy, only our second, like, generic government reform. So the Ottomans have a lot going for them over here. Okay, well, the rebels that wanted to rise up have been dealt with. Let's just see if we can start annexing Ragusa, and yes, we can. Perfect. So our final 2 subjects are being annexed. You can't see it because it's behind me, but Erzurum is 552. There we go. You can see this pretty much. It's 552 out of 689, and then Ragusa started off with 12.85 out of 50, so they'll be done quickly. CB on the Mamluks has been acquired as well, ladies and gentlemen, so it's time to start pounding them, man. There's the Mamluks. Actually, no, we're gonna do threat and war, so we can do follow through on threat after that. There's threat and war for whatever, and we are at war with the Mamluk Sultanate of Egypt. Perfect. These guys, man, these guys, the Sheikhdom of Zubal, whenever these guys lead a battle, you know it's gonna be tough. I don't know why. I still haven't figured it out why, but yeah, for the Mamluks, obviously, I am going to go ahead and raise up the levies, and we'll just go in. Well, this is a pretty damn good event, honestly. 30,000 ducats just for this for like 10 years? Not bad at all. This is honestly quite a dumb war so far, because with, you know, one army we're just sieging over here, and with this other guy, man, I'm just going back and forth and beating everyone's ass, but we get like 1% war score from it. So we walk in, walk over here, siege it, fight someone else, they move on to a different province. I walk over there to siege it and fight them. Now these guys land there. I'm gonna go and fight them. I missed them, so let's go here. Beat their ass. Excellent. Game freeze because of an event. Sure, we'll gain research progress. Go down here, beat their ass, and they just keep coming in. Look at this, man. Look at this. Okay, but, you know, even though it's not gonna be the same, let's go ahead and check and see right now what can we do right here. So if we're just taken from the Mamluks, actually, that's not a lot of war score so far. Wow, and we haven't even sieged forts down here. I'm expecting Fadl to be, yeah, pretty expensive, so let's not take stuff from them. That's a big, Palestine is a big province, man. Maybe we can do something like this now? Yeah, that's the Levant, and that's Egypt. Like this, we would be taking everything we can from the Mamluks, and that's 99% war score. If we continue to siege this, it'll turn out to be cheaper, but honestly, I'm pretty satisfied with us taking all of this in this war, then the rest of it over here in the next war, and then probably like a couple of more wars down here. Yeah, I'm gonna be declaring on these guys, man, as soon as the truce runs out. Oh, but yeah, now we got the possibility of court and country, which I don't like very much at all. Where is, what the hell? Well, it's telling me, there it is. Yeah, we're just at 1.51 towards absolutism. We have a 2% chance for it to appear every month, which is not that big, but still. By the way, this is just some rebellion in Greece that I'm gonna deal with later. Let's keep going with this. I'm getting peace imminent on the rebellion. You gotta be kidding me, man. Okay, let's just marry this guy off. Or actually, no. Let's raise up some levies over here, man, to deal with the rebellion or whatever. Why can't I do them here? Oh, right, I already have the levies raised. I can't believe I got auto white pieced out of this. I actually have to fight these guys now. Oh, see, look, now it's 77, worth of war score, because we've sieged more and stuff like that. Oh, there's court and country. Oh, well, what's my estate satisfaction equilibrium, I wonder? So, these guys are 50, which is gonna suck. Yeah, really only the burghers are super happy, so we can either, you know, take the 5% estate satisfaction hit right here. You know, this is just from the event, dude. This is obviously the global one. Lose 50 stability, which would not be very good. Or attempt to negotiate. They get a little bit happier. We go towards liberalism. Obviously, absolutism is better for our playstyle. Or we lose legitimacy. Yeah, I can't take the 50 stability hit, man. That's why I gotta go with this. Okay, I mean, we'll just, you know, max this a little bit right here. Well, actually, there's no need, is there? Yeah, we can just keep it at the same level. It's fine. Stability is okay. Yeah, we're not really going to be taxing a lot of these guys. We're going to have some money problems for now, but that's okay. We can just mint max or just tax them anyway, right? Oh, yeah. Wait, hiring mercenaries? I'm not hiring mercenaries. This was probably an event or something. How long is their contract? Ugh. Oh, now they've started moping about would leave the recipient too fractured. Yeah, it's because I disconnect them from this, isn't it? And that's not something I want. I wonder then, do we just full annex like Fadl or something? Do something like this instead? They are willing to accept this as well, and I do need everything from Fadl down here too, so yeah, maybe we do something like that. And then we keep taking stuff over here. Yeah, look, they're more willing to accept because if I don't take this, see, they're not as happy because it would leave them more fractured. So I can take that, I can take this, I can take... No, I can't take that because that's the fractured part, isn't it? And then Palestine is just too big. Alright, so actually this is what I'm gonna do. I'm not even going province by province. I'm just taking the max that I can that they're willing to accept without leaving them too fractured, right? So, there we go. There's actually a pretty major war with the Mamluks done, man. We've already wrapped up most of the Crescent from them. We just gotta go in against Basra over here and take the rest. You know, people have been hitting them left and right earlier, so we're gonna get to them whenever we can. But for now, we actually do need to chill for quite a bit, man, because of this. So... yeah, we just need to hold out for like 20 years pretty much if we don't do anything else, right? And let's try and not do anything else. Let's try and not go bankrupt. Well, not really. That's not really the challenge, is it? But yeah, this war was quite a lot of aggressive expansion with these guys over here. Should be no risk of a coalition. Let's just, you know, start improving with like, you know, the major angry guys. Coffee house espionage government reform? I kind of like that. I like the name of it. Obviously, we don't need this, man. We're not really spying. Mamluks the same religion as us. We're using parliament, so... cultural tradition, snab. I don't want to make the burghers dissatisfied. Yeah, let's go with this. The Ionian subjects, because I'm assuming they're... yep, they're French, of course, have become a subject of France. So now I gotta fight France for this. That's okay. It'll be easy because we can farm war score on here. It'll be tough for them to get here. We'll do it, man. We just, you know, we've hit a little bump in the road with this one. Really, it's only been 1 year. God damn it, it's been like 20 minutes for me. Holy. But yeah, man, I don't know if I mentioned, I'm sure a lot of you guys have noticed during the war we did annex Erzurum as well. So we are officially, ever since the start of the game, finally without a subject. Yeah, just manually integrating provinces right here. Obviously, in the age of absolutism, we do have, you know, the ability to integrate areas as well. We probably won't get to that. It's in Scientific Revolution, I think. Just not sure where it is. It's not there. Oh, there it is, actually. Better integration, integrate area. So it is pretty quick down Scientific Revolution. That would help us out quite a bit. Where did this spawn? Arnstadt. I don't even know where Arnstadt is. So yeah, it spread super quickly to Hungary though, which usually they're late with that, but I guess they're trading with it. Yeah, we're not rushing any of these. Slight changes over in the Catholic League with it shrinking a bit, so that's good for us. Oh, yeah, the little ice ages here as well. It's kind of annoying because usually the second wave of the Black Death hits right about here. I need to examine my capabilities to deal with diseases. Gained a bunch of cores because I accepted Levantine and Syriac, but this whole region is just you know, a bunch of different cultures, so I'll need to accept or convert a lot in order to, you know, full core more. Well, we've been chilling for a bit, ladies and gentlemen. Most of the stuff that we took over here is integrated, and as you can see, the stuff that isn't is pretty close to being wrapped up. We've been sitting in the court and country disaster for 12 years now. Really nothing bad has happened. We're still making money. Estates, of course, are slightly dissatisfied, so we're not taxing them as much, but, you know, that's in order for us to stay stable. In the meantime, though, I have built up a third army over here. Now, my two main ones are comprised of Janissary Musketeers, which I kind of glitched a little bit earlier because we're over the max level. But that's because all of the other guys I have had before that, maybe it was like these guys or something, or I don't know, whoever it was, got upgraded to these guys. So we're absolutely banging with like these two armies. But I have built up a third one consisting of pikemen right here as well. I have a CB on Egypt. I got parliament approved claims. We could go in on them, man. It's just them and their subjects, you know, Banu Khans right here, Mecca who's tiny, Medina who's tiny, and Fadl who's also tiny. So these guys keep getting easier to fight. My only concern here is how long do I gotta sit in this war and how much of them do I have to siege for them to be willing to accept, you know, the it'll tear us apart thing, right? Where they don't want to get left with disconnected provinces. So I wonder what I'm going to have to take, because this right here is obviously something I'm not interested in. You know, do we instead go for like, I don't know, like this one, this one, this one, this one, that one, this one right here, and leave them with like the stuff in here? I guess we'll have to see. My only concern about declaring this war is we will, I think, start losing money, and because the estates don't like me that much, we won't be able to take that much loans. I don't have loans right now, obviously. The estates have 300,000 available for us to borrow. Okay, that is quite a lot of loans. If we do start losing money, we'll probably be losing like 300 a month max. But I mean, it makes sense to go in, right? It makes sense to go in. So let's do it. Let's do it. There we go. Actually, of course, we're gonna threaten war as always. Let's not forget. There's threaten war for, doesn't matter, that right there, and we are at war with Egypt. Okay. I guess I do raise levies, right? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, these guys don't know that levies don't work anymore, man. I just rolled a 90k stack with these guys. We're just blazing through this war, man. Obviously, it's very costly in terms of manpower and money and stuff like that, but I'm just bombing every fort at this point, man. With how strong my armies are and with how much manpower I'm getting, there's no downside to doing it, man. It doesn't cost that much people. They're already willing to accept quite a lot. Well, not this, you know, they're already willing to accept quite a lot. So, and this, it doesn't even cost that much, man. It's just crazy aggressive expansion. Obviously, you know, when you take something like weird, the war score jumps up quite a lot. For example, this province right here is like mega expensive, but yeah, I'll keep going, man. I'll keep going, you know. Everything over here is checked off, so I'm gonna keep pushing. Maybe until they're willing to give up, you know, 100% or whatever. I am 42,000 in debt right now, but it's actually, wait, I need to increase this. It's actually really not that bad, man. It's actually really not that bad. We can always mint max, and we're not even paying that much in interest right now, so we're still chilling. Cool. And still, a lot of it comes down to would leave the recipient too fractured, you know? And actually, there's 100% on the Mamluks. Now, I actually do want to siege this down because it's a part of their subject, Banu Khans right here, and that is a province I want, so let's just do that right there. I'm gonna fail that one. Yeah, I did fail that one. Okay, but that's because the army has shrunk so much. So let me just get this fort, and we'll look for the peace deal. This is a little rebellion I have going on here. Well, they're willing to accept this. Costs 100, and now my only question is, can we get everywhere? But I think I made the peace deal to where we're able to get everywhere. So perfect, man. Depending on how expensive stuff over here is. Oh, I'm actually taking Cairo. I didn't even notice that. Maybe we don't take Cairo? Maybe we do. Nah, that one's the most expensive right there, man. I guess we will take Cairo. And I need Sharkia, though, to be able to get connected. And what do we do here? What do we not take? All right, this is what I'm going to do, slightly different without a few locations. So a lot of the Muslim guys will be mad, but obviously it's not a problem. All we got to do is just hit the Mamluks as soon as our truce with them is up. There we go. That's another war with the Mamluks done, and now we can get rid of the old Caliph. All Muslim pops will have satisfaction, and we gain quite a lot of legitimacy, which actually we do need, funnily enough. Or we can keep him as a figurehead, which makes the ulama happy. Nah, let's get rid of him, man. Let's get rid of him. Okay, there we go. That war is done. Let's just wrap up this little rebellion right here and go home. Also, almost done with the court and country disaster. Only 3 more years, so not bad. Just dealing with a couple of rebellions right now. Just minor stuff, nothing really too crazy. Court and country is about to be over in 2 years, not even losing money anymore. So, yeah, actually, we're chilling, man. Actually, we're chilling. We got a truce with the Mamluks till 65, so 7 more years. I hope I'll be able to hit them immediately, but yeah, not a lot more to be taken, man. If we take a look at this, not a lot more to be taken. Just a couple of provinces over here, and then the richest ones over here. We might need to do 2 more wars versus the Mamluks, but that's okay. We still gotta deal with these French guys in Austria. And speaking of Austria, yeah, no changes. Okay, I'm gonna do these guys last, because Provence and Gorizia are also in the same Catholic League, so I'll be able to take the entirety of Carniola from everyone that's going to be in that war. So we'll keep pounding the Mamluks, then I'll deal with this little bit right here, or while we're waiting for the truce with the Mamluks. And Austria and the Catholic League guys are going to be the final war. And there we go. Court and country is over, back to making money. Simple as that. And it obviously did slow us down, but really nothing that bad, man. Okay, let's continue integrating all of this. There's still quite a lot of unintegrated provinces, and we'll get to it. France is actually in a horrible situation right now. Yeah, it's just France and their boys. There's no allies. Create CB. Religion. Yeah, okay, let's, yeah, we need to spy on France, actually. Frick it, I'll build up a CB. You know, it was a good idea to not delete the Dubrovnik market, because it's grown in our country, which is nice. So we got that, we got Tarnovo, Constantinople, Trebizond, Damascus, Baghdad, this one down here apparently too, Edfu. I didn't even know about that one. And we're about to get Alexandria. Currently you can't see it because it's behind me, but creating a religious war CB on the Ionian Islands. France is still in trouble, so yeah, this'll, as soon as we create it, as long as this is going on, we'll go quick, in and out war, annex these guys. Bob's your uncle. Yeah, man, second wave of the bubonic plague is actually hitting us pretty hard. And I do got, like, very good, disease resistance over here, as we can see, but not a lot in the rest of the country, so... Yeah, man, we're getting hit. Obviously, it always happens the second time around like this. Imagine just, you know, that... You know what? Never mind. I want to stay monetized. Hey, we can upgrade country rank. We are now the Ottoman Empire, yes! Because I flopped at the, the rise of the Ottoman situation, because I expanded through vassals. We were sort of locked out of automatically becoming a kingdom and an empire and getting the claims in the Balkans CB, but it's just... Yeah, it's nicer to expand with vassals at the start, but that gives us another cabinet slot, I think. Actually, we gotta time the ending of the truce with the Mamluks perfectly, man, because it's gonna be up in about a year and a couple of months right here. Parliament is gonna be around in 2 months, excellent, so I'm not even gonna call Parliament because you can't build a Parliament CB if you have a truce with someone. The reason is because I do have a coalition going, the same coalition that I've had the entire game, the Pope, Hungary, and Bulgaria. Now apparently the tribe of Subai as well. Shut your bitch ass. Yes. Okay, so we gotta time it perfectly so the Mamluks don't join and I can still hit them, right? It's just basic, you know, truce juggling. That's, yeah. Okay, truce with Egypt has expired. They have instantly joined the coalition. Wait, they haven't though. What? Yeah, they haven't joined the coalition, right? Yeah. Okay, cool. So there's the parliament right there. We're gonna do that, whatever. Fabricate CB. There's Egypt right there. Let's do it on this one because it is the most expensive. Jesus, look at the tax base on these, man. Yeah, this is like such an insanely rich area. Like, I feel like, well... this doesn't really fit as the area, but for example, you know, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, this is like, I mean, you guys obviously already know it's so rich, but let's fabricate CB for that one right there. Perfect. We got the CB. Armies are in position. Mamluks are so weak now that we can't, well, we don't need to, raise levies. We don't need to raise levies. That's what we don't need to do, but, yeah, okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up. We are going to hostile actions, threaten war. Obviously, they won't accept, and we are at war with the Mamluks. Perfect. Way less forts now, obviously, so let's just jump right in. And just like in previous wars, man, these guys shouldn't be keeping their forts at max garrison. Yeah, they aren't. They didn't even have time to reinforce. This used to be a pretty good, strong tactic back in the EU4 days, but yeah, there's no downside to barraging any of these forts, man. They don't really cost a lot of manpower at all. Look, there we go. All three of them fell, and I lost like 400 people. So obviously, we do need to have these guys on auto refill garrison. So wait, I can upgrade them to what? Oh, the supply cards. Okay, not that important, not that important. So yeah, I think I was right on us not being able to take everything we want from Egypt because, yeah, it just costs too much, man. I'll go ahead and continue to full siege them or get to 100%. This war is actually super quick. In-game time, as we can see, we started it like not even a year ago, man, but it's actually taken me like 15 minutes in real life time just because I'm, you know, taking it slow. Pause, unpause, go to fort, barrage, turn back, beat the rest, go to fort. You know, so, yeah, I'm also not ransoming these guys off. I'm gonna let them, you know, deal with the pain a little bit. So, yeah, just continuing along with these guys, mainly this way. I gotta say, man, out of this entire Grand Campaign, probably my least enjoyable war was the first war with the Mamluks, where where we're stuck sieging over here, and they just kept pouring in and pouring in and pouring in. But after that, every war with the Mamluks has actually been really fun. Yeah, this ain't happening. It just costs too much, man. It just costs too much. So let's not take stuff like this, I think. This is still too expensive, though. Damn. Okay, I guess we don't take... I really don't know. Okay, that one's not that bad. That one, yeah, it's pretty similar all around, man. It's pretty similar all around. And even if I do take everything right here, let's see it like this. It's still... actually, it's 197. So I will be able to do it in 2 wars next time. Okay, let's do it like... Actually, this I don't need. Hold up. That part I don't need right there, that little bit. Yeah, 197. Okay, same as I thought. Just a lot of clicking around. So I'm gonna do this, honestly, man. Yeah, okay. That's the peace deal with the Mamluks. 74. 74 is our next truce. Excellent. These are prisoners. Okay, we'll ransom them off to lose a little bit of antagonism. Checking it out again. Pretty much the same. Nothing has changed right there. I should have a CB on the Ionian Islands. Yes, I do, but now France has somewhat recovered, but not a big deal. It's just France and their subjects. They're like the other Scotland, but still not a big deal. Meanwhile, religious leagues still exist. This one has continued to shrunk, so everything is looking pretty good. Okay, let's start coring stuff up over here, and I'll pull up like 2 armies to deal with these guys. Alright, thought I hit record, but I didn't. Just declared a war on the Ionian Islands, ladies and gentlemen. A regular declaration using the Religious War CB for these, for that province, actually. Didn't need to threaten war on this one because it's so little land, man. It's, you know, there's no point in doing extra clicks. But before that, just dealt quickly with a little Hungarian rebellion right here, and now we're going in on the Ionian Islands. France is pretty powerful, man. They are able to raise quite a lot of levies, about 200,000 and stuff like that. They should have a pretty powerful standing army as well. Obviously, way smaller than mine. I mean, if we take a look at this right here, the difference is huge because Hoysala, apparently, I don't even know who that is, has the 2nd biggest army in the world. Then it's Bohemia, Majapahit, the Raj of Patna, and only then it's France with 3,900. You're kidding me? These guys, man. Okay, let's just go in and siege these guys, man. Walk over there, walk over there. I still don't understand why I'm the only one in the entire game that navies don't work for, man. Like, I just don't get it. Like, everyone can, these guys can come from here to here and siege it down in 3 seconds, in-game time 3 seconds, by the way. From 8 to 8,000.3. They come in and land, but my guys, nah, they just, yeah, they can't go there. They just don't have the ability to go there. It's... and it gets frustrating. It does. You know, navies have always sucked in, well, all Paradox games, but the EU5 Navy has got to be the worst one so far, man. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It's not like I don't understand how to build the ships and put stuff together. I just... the way it works is so horrible, man. And, you know, these things become more apparent the more you play. It's like, yeah, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. They're so fast, and when you tell these guys to do something, they don't do it. When you want to transport troops, all of your thousands of ships from all around the world come in to move a stack, but they still move it 8 different times. And then they get stuck on it, and then everyone is so fast that you literally can't ever catch someone to do battles. I'm not playing on speed 1, bro, to do a naval battle. This war is making me mauled. How soon before they accept? Quite not soon, actually. Quite not soon. Even though it's not that much, it's a while before they accept. I got ticking here, though, right? Yeah, I got ticking. 19 battles, man, but it's nothing. And then I got a little rebellion going on down here, which obviously isn't a problem, but... we keep going. Truce with the Mamluks, 74. God damn, bro. I need to be on top of that. And this is actually occupied by Tunis. What's going on here? Moroccan-Egyptian war. Interesting. Very interesting. Also, I need a mod that removes this peace imminent bullshit, man. Alright, one of the lamest wars I've done in EU4 since EU5 since I've started playing this game is actually done. I never want to do naval things again. In fact, I vow to never play in maritime Southeast Asia. Yeah, I absolutely hate navies. Egypt, in an attempt to avoid annexation, has allied itself with the Injuids, the Gurgan right here, and Basra. Right, I keep forgetting about Basra, god damn it. So yeah, how is this looking? Shrinking, increasing, shrinking, increasing. At least it'll be a more fun war than this whole France debacle that we did. But also, man, I have the Pope in Hungary in this if I want to fight Egypt. There's just no way to get these guys out of the coalition. They've been in there since the start. Obviously, I'm going to be declaring since I want to be able to separate peace them. But as long as this is like this, I can't actually do anything. So we got to wait for this to play out. All right, let's get into it with the Mamluks right here. Obviously, you know, they're a part of the coalition, so it's going to be a slightly slower and more annoying war just because Hungary and the Pope are in. But because we're declaring, we can separate peace them. And in the same war, I'm also going to take out the stuff we need from Basra. So there we go. Open diplomatic actions, hostile, threaten war for whatever I've made a claim on. And there we go. We are at war, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Okay, with this one army right here, I'm actually going to go ahead and take out Basra. With these other guys, we're going to focus on the Mamluks. And then with these guys, I just plan to hold off the Pope in Hungary until they're like, you know, until they no longer want to join. Sorry, until they no longer want to participate. Okay, we're done with Basra. Excellent. There we go. We've taken everything we want from them. So now I think, yes, we officially own the entirety of the Crescent, which is perfect. Hungary and the Pope really doing things, man. I got these guys on hunt enemy armies in the entire region of the Balkans, and they're not really doing anything. I mean, okay, now they're gonna go for like these guys probably, right? But Hungary or the Pope, I haven't seen them come in, and they actually do have quite a sizable army, man. If we take a look at it right here, look, these are all like well, most of them are professional troops. Yeah, they're just not doing anything, which, hey, I'm happy with. Okay, Hungary has actually finally woken up, and yeah, it looks like my guys are a little bit late, but yeah, we're going in, we're fighting them. Okay, most annoying guy, Hungary, is actually out. We can't take anything, that's okay, just a white piece then. Bricked up the parliament. I asked for larger levies instead of, I wanted to get a CB on Tunis here, man. Oh well, I'm gonna pick up a privy council here. All right, I gave the Pope a lot of money to frick off, and now we can peace out Egypt. This is literally everything we need from them. We're officially done fighting the Mamluks, ladies and gentlemen, because we will have everything in the region of Egypt. There we go. They don't want to give me a single cent. Well, maybe 500 ducats. Cool. We're done with that. Obviously, this is quite a lot of aggressive expansion with guys here, but oh, okay, cool. Not a problem with Tunis. Nice. So we'll go in on Tunis quickly, just nab this, and then it's one more war versus Austria. This still exists. Yeah, not that many people. It's a good thing that Gorizia and Provence are still in because we do need these two locations, like I've been mentioning quite a lot. So this really shouldn't be that tough of a war. You know, we'll just siege stuff down over here and then stand on it and beat everyone's ass that comes in. So cool. I just gotta wait for Parliament to do Tunis, and in the meantime, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and start spying on Austria so we can get just a regular CB on them, you know? But yeah, okay, only 2 more wars. End is near. We actually finally got integrate area, but at this point it doesn't matter. I mean, it's already fast enough, right? Can we do it while someone else is doing it? Assimilate area, integrate area. Okay, so we can do it. Okay, well, let's tell them to do that. We'll only use 4 instead of 7. Right, why is religious war on that one? It always gave me like religious war on the stuff that I actually wanted to take. I guess it's random. I guess it's with their capital, but no. I don't want that to be the CB though. Frick it. We'll do Parliament on both, man. I'm not in a rush. Okay, folks, a CB on Tunis has been acquired. Let's threaten war. There we go. We are now at war with Tunis, their boys Morocco, and I guess I never saw this. That's an interesting way for Tunis to expand. So border glory and the Kanem Empire. That's right. I wish you could be downgraded from country rank, but yeah, I think I'm just gonna go in with this one army, man. Really not a lot to do here. I'm just gonna stand on this, literally, so yeah. All right, Morocco's out. I gave them 30,000 ducats, but Tunis will finally accept. I don't know what happened, man. It's like at the start of EU5 when it dropped, we were all like, finally, no more all-out and super long wars just to take a tiny piece of land. And I think that's still representative right at the start of the game, but I've been fighting Tunis for 4 years now to literally only take this. And they weren't willing to accept it, man. Just, you know, 4 little locations right here. Sure, it wasn't an all-out war, like I didn't have to go and siege their capital, but they were a lot more willing to stay in. I don't know. What do you think about that? About willingness of these countries to give up? Do you like the way it is right now, or are you not that big of a fan? I can't say I like it or dislike it, but the how much more willing countries become, for me is a little bit, I don't know what to think. Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's done. We can, you know, add a guy to do it. And there's literally only one more war to do. Parliament we can call in just about a year and a half right here. Very nice. Yeah, this is, I've actually never seen this war fire. Now we got some other guys that have joined up, but yeah, mostly non-HRE guys. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Coalition obviously going on, but it's not relevant to what we're doing at all since we just want to fight Austria. Hey, I think that's the first time I've seen a 100 character. That's actually crazy. Chupanid Munokoi. What is he? Who is he? He's Mongolian. Interesting. He's in Constantinople. Got a wife, everything. He's also a bold fighter and a battlefield medic. Wait, can this guy be a general? Hold up. Let me see if he can be a general. Yes, he can. Okay. Okay, I like that. Who's this freaking Genghis Khan, dude? Holy. Not because he's Mongolian, just because he's so powerful. He could also be Napoleon or Alexander or Caesar, you know? Whoever's 100, I guess, historically. Well, I don't think Napoleon would be. Well, none of them would really be. I guess he's the best. Alright, folks, armies are in position. Gorizia and Provence are still in the Catholic League. It's time for our final war. Let's go ahead and declare and take the entire area of Carniola, which will complete our conquest of the Balkans after we've previously completed our conquest of Anatolia, the Crescent, Egypt, and the Armenian Highlands. Let's go ahead and declare, ladies and gentlemen. There's Austria, declare war. Just a bunch of minor guys that don't really matter. Norway seems to be powerful-ish, and is England here? Yes, and England, of course, is powerful, but yeah, final war. Well, of course, we are slightly weaker than them, but hey, this isn't a problem. There we go. War were declared, and we're fighting all of these guys. Cool. Okay, if someone is finally willing to accept something, and it's us piecing out Gorizia right here, which, what else do they own? South Tyrol. Oh, that right there. Okay, so yeah, taking that one location right there, boys. There we go. That's a piece out. Let me actually try Provence as well. Nah, we're pretty far off of separate piecing Provence. Yeah, you know, this war is tricky from an interesting aspect in the fact that, you know, there's quite a lot of mountains here, man, and you know, I guess these mountains are so snowy and so tall. I mean, these mountains, it's the Alps, but I guess, you know, the terrain is such that the winter is like super long, and there's like a super big window that you can't actually walk into them and stuff like that unless you're already there, like from October to April. So it's tricky sieging them, and then I get stuck in there, but these guys also get stuck, but they can move in and around the mountains. It's tricky. Yeah, it's tricky. Provence still not accepting. Austria still not accepting. We gotta keep going. And you know, also we're attritioning quite a lot in these mountains, so I keep having to you know, I dwindle down my army, and I have to pull back to like Croatia over here to replenish and then go back in. But while I'm replenishing, they're unsieging stuff. So quite an interesting war, I'll give you that. Also, it doesn't help at all that we get like 0.5 war score per battle, or even sometimes 0.05. You know, you would think battles become more important as time goes on, but it's kind of the opposite. Yeah, really, battles don't do anything here, man. I'm just waiting on ticking and stuff like that. Okay, these guys are... Yeah, just had a huge battle here, man. Like 60 versus 40k, 0.3% war score. More progress. Provence is willing to accept. I've also knocked out a bunch of other countries that I gave an exuberant amount of money to. England, Norway, Cologne, the Teutons. I forgot who else, but yeah. Okay, I think Austria is pretty close to accepting, and they are. Okay, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Our final war in this grand campaign with the conquest of Carniola is done. Or it's not done. What? Okay, now it's done. I don't know what happened last time. There we go. All right, let's get the frick out of here before that coalition declares, because I don't got it in me to do another one of these massive wars. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We started off this grand campaign as one of the most fun countries in the entire game, according to me, and I think according to anyone who's played the Ottomans, man. So much unique content for him. That awesome situation right at the start. Expansion is super rapid. You got powerful armies. You're rich and powerful in one of the, you know, best regions, or actually the best capital for projecting control and stuff like that. And we did accomplish the goals that we set out to do, which was to become the most powerful empire the world has ever seen. Obviously, we did that, and to conquer the entire regions of the Balkans, Anatolia, the Crescent, and Egypt, along with the Armenian Highlands area right here. And I do gotta say, we ended up looking mighty fine. Number 1 on the Great Powers list. This is what, you know, the integration map mode looks like. Nice. Well, this map mode is kind of borked, but you know what I mean. This is what control is looking like. Obviously, I stopped focusing a lot on this after we got everything up, but now with the modern road and with all the proximity cost modifiers, yeah. Everything that's yellow is where I got the modern road in. Obviously, I was researching stuff from earlier, so I got, you know, the scientific revolution way later. Otherwise, you know, we'd be looking like Hungary or Bohemia or something like that. But yeah, ended up with, you know, making about 4,000 ducats right here, and that's without even focusing that much on the economy in these past 100 years. 40 million people, which means I think we are by far the most populous country, well, that we know of. So yeah, that's us. There's France right there, you know, Castile, Hungary, the Timurids and stuff like that. So we're looking very nice. Great power score, actually way ahead of the next country that we know of. Obviously, there are some pretty powerful countries in India and over in China. Great Horde is still big. Timur is, actually, the Timurids had a pretty successful game. You know, you rarely see the orders here disappear, but I like that. Kind of historical, isn't it? But yeah, that's where we ended up with our population, man. Pretty big standing army. Obviously, we could have an even bigger one. And yeah, man, ended up with, what's this, like 8 or 9 cabinet slots right here. Estate, super happy. Got through the court and country disaster super easily. Researched a frick ton. And this is what we ended up looking like as the Ottoman Empire. Obviously, we're smaller than they would have been. You know, what's Ottoman peak, like 1580s? I don't know, don't quote me on that, or 1650s or something. But even though you can actually expand as fast or even faster than someone like the Ottomans, for example, did historically, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like you're doing what you're supposed to if you do that in EU5, right? Like you can pretty easily full annex the Mamluks, I feel like, in like 3 wars, man, depending on the CB you use. If you threaten war, if you sit on occupied provinces and stuff like that, if you go for their capital area first or something. But it's just, yeah, expanding that fast, it feels like you're leaving stuff unintegrated, you're fighting with rebels, whereas you guys know I like to take it a bit slower and focus on the internal management, at least, you know, in the first 2/3 portions of the game. But overall, man, Ottomans, super fun. I do think a lot of you will agree with me that they are one of the most fun or one of the most flavorful countries in the game, along with, like, I guess, Biz, France, England, and stuff like that. So, yeah, super fun, man. As always, you know, leave a like if you enjoyed this video and this grand campaign. Subscribe for more videos like this and more grand campaigns. Let me know in the comments below what's the next grand campaign you'd like to see. And, yeah, thank you for watching this video and the previous ones in this 4-parter series as well. But that's it for me for now. See you next time.